Hey guys, it's me. I'm here to talk about another book that I finished. I know, right? Crazy. I'm back to nonfiction this week, and that is with Talking as Fast as I Can, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between by Lauren Graham. Now, if you know me, then you know that I love Gilmore Girls. I love the original show a lot. I don't know if you saw my review of the redone special whatever that was thing that Netflix did that was kind of vaguely Gilmore Girls, but wasn't. Whatever. If you want to see my thoughts and rant on the revival that was on Netflix, you can check that out, but let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about this book. I picked this up right when it came out almost. It was what I wanted for Christmas between this and Anna Kendrick's new book, which I have also read. And I liked it a lot. It wasn't exactly what I expected from the subtitle. I thought that maybe it would be more centered upon Gilmore Girls, but it wasn't. It was really centered on her life from beginning to where it is now, and doing more of an overview that way of her time in show business, of her experiences, what she's gone through, her different roles and struggles, and yes, about Gilmore Girls, but just not in the way that I thought. I think the best thing about this is that it is unapologetically Lauren. I have always thought that Lauren was one of the best actresses in Gilmore Girls, and she just has a way about her, even when you just watch her in interviews, stuff like that. She's just this fantastic person that you just want to be your friend, and she has a funny way of talking and a funny way of just being, and this book really shows that she doesn't need people to, write her scripts to be funny. She just is naturally a hilarious person, and I love feeling like, even though I wasn't listening to the audiobook, she was speaking to me, and that was really, really fun and nice, and really the biggest thing that I wanted from this book, honestly, was just Lauren herself to come through the pages. And hands down, that definitely happened, and I really enjoyed it. The Gilmore Girls thing was a little bit weird because I thought that she would talk about the process of making all of the seasons of Gilmore Girls, and that's not exactly what happens. What she does is that she says that she's never watched the episodes of Gilmore Girls. She doesn't watch herself. So for this book, she went back and she watched all the episodes and wrote down some notes. And it ends up kind of showing up like this. This is season 4 and all of her notes. There are some pictures inside sometimes. And what the different things are is that she talks about some of the things that she remembers, some of the weird things, like times are different, like in season 4. Its times are different about a Filofax planner. And then she talks about fashion and hair and what I love, so what she loved about that particular season, and then how she thought about the season finale, which I guess is fine, but it's more of Lauren reflecting on the show itself and the content of the show, instead of giving us a lot of background and look behind the scenes kind of a thing, which is what I really wanted. I wanted to hear some stories about her and Alexis meeting for the first time, which we do get. We do get a lot of her first impressions of people, but it must have been crazy to work on the show for the first year and meeting all these people and what shenanigans went on behind the scenes. And we don't really get too much of that. It's more what she thinks about the series now and what she thinks about the arc of the show, which is fine, but not really what I expected, and it's really brief. The chapter on all 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls goes over just 20 pages of, what is not that thick of a book, but still, considering the subtitle, thought a little bit more time would be spent on that. If you want information about the revival, you also get that, because inside of this, as I look down to look through this, there are these day-to-day entries in the book about what it was like filming in those particular days. But again, it's a lot of really surface level stuff. It's some funny anecdotes, stuff like that, but nothing really too detailed, nothing too deep, a lot of jokes, a lot of things that I didn't particularly care about all that much. So there was some good stuff, but not some great stuff. And so I think in the end I only ended up giving it 4 stars, just because, like, again, with a subtitle from Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and everything in between, I thought there'd be a little bit more focus on the Gilmore Girls show and the revival, but there wasn't. However, she did a really good job of giving every single chapter title a really funny title that told a story, and went through her life chronologically, so it was very fast to read, very easy to read. You never lost where you were in her personal journey, and you were always entertained. So while it didn't have all of the details that I thought it was going to have, again, hands down, Lauren Graham is fantastic. I love her. She's funny and magical. And yeah, if you were going for this, for the Gilmore Girls details, not going to get exactly what you want. But if you are here for Lauren Graham and her hilarity, then you are definitely going to get what you want about her life story. So depending on what you want out of the book, go into it forewarned. But other than that, I definitely recommend reading it just to have a good, I read it in one sitting and just smiled. And that's really what I needed right now. That is my review of Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.